exponential sequentially e to the power x. Here it is written xn is equal to a to the power a into alpha to the power n. These are the a is positive, what will happen, and a is negative, what will happen. This thing is given. The real exponential curve is here. Then alpha is positive, and alpha greater than 1, alpha less than 1. It is also one concept is there. Then simply actually we need one thing. There is a functional representation. If we want to exponential sequence that is 0, functional exponential means in terms of function we have to present the sequence. We have to present the sequence. Xn is equal to a alpha to the power n and greater than equal to 0. That is cumbersome, means that is difficult, somehow hazy. That is the simpler thing. But before going to that, we just move to that thing actually. This is very important. You have to remember and you have to practice. That's the operation of signal. Operation of signal, that is very essential for that actually. Operation of signal. Just write down that thing. Signal processing is a group of basic operation. Just write it down. Just write it down, this is thing. Then after that I will explain one by one. Actually it is very important. In short question they will ask also. It is, have you completed this thing? The mathematical expression of T for transformation. T for transformation from one signal to another. That is the set of operation is shifting, time reversal, time scaling, scalar multiplication, signal multiplier, and signal addition. Actually, in control system, you have done in one summation, in summation containing plus and minus. Summation containing plus and minus. That plus and minus means it may be square, it may be rectangular, it may be circle. Inside that there is a sign plus or minus. In actually another question I am asking, basically in general, what type of feedback we are using? What type of feedback we are using?
So negative unit.
Negative feedback. In that negative feedback, at that point, the sign is negative. Means inside the circle, the sign is negative. So in control system, one disturbance came in that signal. Then disturbance came means at that point we have to add that sign. That is the signal addition and sometimes signal multiplier. Suppose another question I am asking, G1 block means G1 transfer function and G2S connected in series. Then what is its output? G1 and G2.
So G1.G2.
G1.G2. That is the signal multiplier means. Sometimes we are using the multiplier circuit. That is simply multiplication. X1n dot x2n. That is signal. Then a scalar multiplication means A of xn. Xn is the signal and A is the scalar quantity. But important thing is that shifting, time reversal and time scaling. Okay. Have you written that thing?
Yes.
Yes. Then come to shifting. Yesterday I told come to shifting. Shift operation takes place input sequence and shift the value by an integer increment of the independent variable. Because yn जदि तुम शिफ्टिंग ठीक से न शिखिबो ताहले टाइम वेरिएंट और टाइम इनवेरिएंट को करि परिबो नाही. Shift operation takes the input sequence and shift the value by an integer increment. एठी integer किए in that yn is equal to xn minus k. k is the integer. Then shifting may delay or advance. Underline karo, may delay or advance. Just put an underline, write it down. Shifting may delay or advance the sequence in time. Mathematically, this can be represented by yn is equal to xn minus a. देखो यदि if k is positive, the shifting delay the sequence. K is positive means how we can calculate k is positive? N minus k is equal to 0. So n is equal to k. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
N minus k is equal to 0. So n is equal to k. K is positive. Similarly, sequence in a negative, the shifting advances the sequence. Then ଯେତେବେଳେ ନେଗେଟିଭ ଆସିବ ତାନେ n ପ୍ଲସ୍ k ଆସିଯିବ ତାନେ n ମାଇନସ୍ ଅଫ୍ ମାଇନସ୍ k ଇଜ ଇକ୍ୱାଲ ଟୁ 0. ସୋ k ଇଜ ଇକ୍ୱାଲ ଟୁ ମାଇନସ୍ n ଇଜ ଇକ୍ୱାଲ ଟୁ ମାଇନସ୍ k. ସେଇଟା କଣ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସେସ୍ ହବ. ତ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ନବା, ଏଟା ଲେଖିଲ କି ନାହିଁ? ଏଟା ନିହାତି ଲେଖିବା ଦରକାର ଅଛି. ମୁଁ କେବେ ବି ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ସେୟାର କରିବିନି, କିଛି ବି ସେୟାର କରିବିନି ଅନଲେସ୍ ଅନଟିଲ୍ please write it down.
End hଉଛି time.
End hଉଛି time. Yes. एटी एक्चुअली डिस्क्रिप्टर जाउची जदी yt is equal to, similarly देखो yt is equal to xt minus n सेठी करूची बा t0 करूची, बुझि परछ तो? एटा जेतो हम डिस्क्रिप्टर जाउची, डिस्क्रिप्ट xt in continuous format, xn in discrete format. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Then देखो एटी केमती शिफ्ट हेची बर्तन ए डायग्राम रो हमको बुझिबा दरकार अछि. इट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट एंड एवरीबॉडी शुड बी क्लियर. अदरवाइज तुमे कन्वोल्यूशन करि परिबो नाही, टाइम वेरिएंट टाइम इनवेरिएंट करि परिबो नाही एवं सर्कुलर कन्वोल्यूशन करि परिबो नाही. बुझि परछो? then a signal xn is shown in below. एटा देखो दैट पॉइंट तले एठी हला कोन x0 is equal to 2, x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 2, x3 is equal to 1. Yes, got it? Original signal. Just draw it. Please do it, everybody. Have you completed this thing? एठी कोन कोला देखो, the signal xn minus 1 is obtained by shifting xn right by 3 units. किमिति राइट को जीवो बोली जान लो, then n minus 3 is equal to 0, so n is equal to 3. ताले ये कोन हला वर्तमान डिले वर्जन ले शिफ्ट हे गला. देखो एठी 0 पाकर थिला 1 2 3, तो n minus 3 जेतको पूरा सबुडा गोटे गोटे शिफ्ट हे कि जीवो x0 x1 x2 x3. that element should be shifted to right. Got it?
Yes, sir.
हां
माने ऑपोजिट होबा, माने माइनस थिले आगो बढ़ियो आ प्लस थिले
पछू बढ़िबो, लेफ्ट को बढ़िबो. Then that is called the delayed version. The signal xn plus 2 is obtained by shifting xn by left by 2 units. केमती होछ सेटा xn plus 2, then n plus 2 is equal to 0, so n is equal to minus 2. तो minus 2 माने एटा लेफ्ट को जीवा वर्तमान. देखो एडवांस वर्जन रे से लेफ्ट को जाईछि कि नहीं, बीटा आसीबो 1 2, ताले कोन हला से x0 जगह रे 2 रहिला, x of minus 1 जगह रे केते रहिला 1 रहिला, x of minus 2 जगह रे 2 रहिला. Then I'll move to next slide. Then you see just time scaling. What is happening in time scaling? Sasanksa.
Yes, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir.
This is over. The next is time scaling. It is accomplished by replacing n by alpha n, lambda n. देखो सी कौन कहूची, simply the given is n. वर्तमान आमे कौन देलु स्केलिंग जो कहूची 2 थिला सेथिरे 3 मु मल्टीप्लाई कली. ताहले 6 हैला नॉर्मल क्षेत्र रे तने मल्टीप्लिकेशन फैक्टर बर्तन किए हे गला 3 is the multiplication factor. It is accomplished by the replacing n by lambda n in the sequence xn. So y is equal to x of lambda n because n is replaced by lambda n. Where से दे दिला ठीक है as lambda is 1 इठी 1 नहीं परे इठी 2 नहीं परे इठी 3 नहीं परे it is according to देखो यही जगह जते बळे हबो सी सही अनुसार वैल्यूटा चेंज हबो तेन बर्तमान कोन हला देखो 1 2 3 4 -1 -2 ए एति पर्यंत दे दिछि सेटा ना ओरिजिनल सिग्नल जदी थिबो दर ओरिजिनल सिग्नल टा एटु कम थिबो सपोज मु बर्तमान कोन कहूछि तुमको देखो सिंपली आउट के बुझे दूछि एटा बद्धे डायग्राम टा टिके एपट सेपट हेछि एपट सेपट ना ए डायग्राम ठीक अछि तर ओरिजिनल सीक्वेंस देई ना मु देइनी सपोज एटा देखो I am telling x0 now x0 value is what 5 yes or no
yes sir
x of -1 value is 4 okay এই দুইটা কথা বর্তমান মু ডিসাইড করিমি যদি lambda value 2 থাই this is the original equation suppose this is the original equation okay got it this is original equation then if lambda value is 2 what is its converted signal बुझी पालो this
height increase कर जो
height increase करिवो exactly other things are say height will be increased okay स्मृति रंजिता पंडा स्मृति रंजिता हां बुझुचु ना नहीं
हां सर बुझी
सौभाग्य प्रतीक
yes sir
are you getting
yes sir
you are drawing in your DSP copy
yes sir
अरे तुम घर एते पार्टी करछुंदी कोन भाई ताको शेयर को हटाओ
yes sir
then lambda if you, I will say lambda is 2 then double will be increased lambda may be 3 maybe 4 there is the time scaling in actually in book it is given an okay an then आउ गोटे एगुडा मु काहे कि ताकू दिया हेनी ए जो गोटा टाइम रिवर्सल गोटे अछि एक्चुअली टाइम रिवर्सल मु तुमको कहूछ जस्ट वेट time reversal means that is called folding 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 रो काम कोन को बता यदि के जानि छ देखो anything this is the x axis and y axis now normally we are representing the signal on x axis okay x axis is real axis and y axis is imaginary axis तो वर्तमान जितने हमें फोल्डिंग करिवु सपोज तुम देखौ छी सपोज गुडी चिंता करो ए दिस इक्वेशन जस्ट ड्रॉ xn is equal to 2 1 2 1 yes or no I have given xn is equal to just write down xn is equal to 2 1 2 1 xn is equal to 2 1 2 1 okay then we want to fold this sequence time reversal करिया पय हमें चाहूछु कोन करिवु we have to write x of minus n then what is that signal कोन हबो x of minus n की कहबो देखिया जन को पछारिबा सौभाग्य कहला देखिया हैं 1 2
सर मिरर इमेज है जो होगी सर
एग्जैक्टली वर्टिकल एक्सिस को फिक्स रखिकी ओरिजिन को फिक्स रखिकी भूली जी बुझि पाला तो तेनो x0 जगह 2 रहइबो x of -1 जगह 1 रहइबो x of -2 जगह 2 रहइबो x of -3 जगह 1 रहइबो गॉट इट सौभाग्य
yes sir
बुझि पालो
yes sir
ସୌମ୍ୟକାନ୍ତ ବଳିଆର ସିଂ ସୌମ୍ୟକାନ୍ତ ମହାନ୍ତି ବି ଆସିନି। ସୌମ୍ୟଶ୍ରୀ ରଞ୍ଜନ ଜେନା ସେ ବି ଆସିନି। ପାଠ ପଢିବାକୁ ଇଚ୍ଛା ନାହିଁ ବୋଧେ ଏମାନଙ୍କୁ ଲଙ୍ଗଳା କରି ମାଡ
सर टाइम फोल्डिंग रे से 0 1 2 3 रे थिला ता ऊपर रहिबो ना नेगेटिव साइड को पळेबो।
Folding means negative side, exactly mirror image. X of minus n. We have to find the x of minus n.
ओके सर
एटा ताको फ्लिप भी कहती फ्लिप जेतो डीएसपी रो ये लिखियो प्रोग्राम लिखियो तो फ्लिप भी कहती। देन आउ बोधे हमर सेटा सरला। It is important in book you have to as operation is over. Then it's a classification system or signal कोटा पीरियोडिक नॉन पीरियोडिक सब जानी छ जा मु जानी छी पीरियोडिक नॉन पीरियोडिक नागुर कने बही किनिलो have you purchased book or not
Yes, sir.
नागुर you have purchased or Ramesh Babu or Prakis
Sir, Nagur Kani and Ramesh Babu.
Nagur Kani and Ramesh Babu then what's your name
Sir,
Priyadeep Banerjee then
Yes, sir.
ये पीरियोडिक टा पढ़ी छ एक्चुअली केवल मतलब लागछ जो टीवी में पढ़ी न पीरियोडिक टा मैथमेटिक्स रे पढ़ी थी ना मैथमेटिक्स रे तुम पढ़ी थी पीरियोडिक हो पीरियोडिक रे खाली केतरा फंडामेंटल जिंस कहि दोची जेटा कि तुमको दरकार हबो सेति पई आउ पीरियोडिक बाहर करिवो राइट डाउन जस्ट लिखो जो रेडी हेलो the sum of two and more periodic the sum of two sum of two and more periodic continuous time signal को इमति लिखो CTS the sum of two and more periodic continuous signals need not be periodic जदि दीटा periodic signal अछि ताकू जदि हमें समेशन करिवु से सम टा पीरियोडिक हबो बोली किछि मीनिंग नुहे इज नॉट ए पीरियोडिक क्लियर they will be periodic if and only if write down if and only if the ratio of their fundamental periods is rational धरा जो मु कहली cos थीटा plus sin थीटा ହେଲା cos theta periodic ना non periodic aperiodic
periodic sir
periodic
periodic
sin भी periodic ହେଲା
Yes, sir.
then cos theta plus sin theta is it periodic
May not be, sir.
may not be केमिति बर्तन cos sin द period केते बाला sin द period बेले केते बाला
2
cos रे केते बाला
Same, sir. 2
then 2 pi divided by 2 pi what is its value 1
Yes, sir.
1 is rational the ratio of their fundamental periods is rational yes or no 1 is rational number or irrational number की कहतलो कोटी के
Yes, sir. Rational, sir.
rational तो rational हेले बापा कोन होबो it is periodic हैला
Yes, sir.
कोटेड एग्जांपल दे तेनु सेते फर्स्ट पॉइंट अछि the sum of two and more periodic continuous signal need not be periodic full stop they will be periodic if and only if the ratio of their fundamental period is rational okay ratio of their fundamental period is rational. ये गला first part. Then second part, to determine whether the sum of two and more periodic signal is periodic or not. किमिति आमे सेटा बाहर करबा. एटा तो मु गोटे सिंपल कहि देली जे रेशियो गला किमिति आमे बाहर करबा. हैला. तो step 1, determine the fundamental period of the individual signal in the sum signal. Determine the fundamental period of individual signal in the sum signal. Step 2, find the ratio of the fundamental period of the first signal with the fundamental of the period of every other signal. से जो फर्स्ट लाइन टा कहतली सेटा जहा थिला एटा सेया, किंतु प्रॉब्लम हला जदी मु देली तुमको x1 is periodic, plus x2 is periodic, plus x3 is periodic, then how can you find x1 plus x2 plus x3 is periodic? Got it? Dimple Dubey. Dimple Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point or not? No,
Yes.
you are not. You are getting. Simply you tell me just x1 is periodic and x2 is periodic. Then x1 plus x2 is periodic or not? x1 is periodic, x2 is periodic. Then x1 plus x2 is periodic or not? It is maybe, may not be. It is periodic if and only if the fundamental period of x1 divided by fundamental period of x2 is a rational number. Got it? But in the same situation, x1 is periodic, x2 is periodic, and x3 is periodic. Yes? How can you find the x1 plus x2 plus x3 is periodic? Okay. Priyavrata Sahu. Priyavrata Sahu. Sujit Kumar Behera. Then कौन करियो सेठी फर्स्ट सेकंड स्टेप रे को सेठी में सेकंड स्टेप हमको दरकार है छी. Find the ratio of the fundamental period of first signal. First signal किए x1 with the fundamental period of every other signal. Every other signal x1 by x2 fundamental period and x12 fundamental period divided by x3 fundamental period. If step 3, write down step 3. If all these ratio are rational, then the sum signal is periodic. एबे बुझी परलो?
सर स्टेप 2 टा आउथरे बुझे देबे.
आउथरे बुझ पड़ा. Step 1 टा is clear. जते बेले x1 is periodic, x2 is periodic and x3 is periodic. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then we have to find out the sum signal of x1 plus x2 plus x3. Is it periodic or not? In that case, fundamental period of x1 and fundamental period of x2 and fundamental period of x3. First find out. Okay? Then fundamental period of x1 divided by fundamental period of x2. It should be rational. Should be, must be rational. Okay? Then fundamental period of x1 divided by fundamental period of x3 should be rational. Jodi dite jak rational hobo, then the x1 plus x2 plus x3 is periodic. Got it?
Yes, sir.
এটা পরীক্ষার গোটে 2 মার্কিয়া এমতি পড়ে বুঝি পারছো তো আচ্ছা আর গোটে পয়েন্ট দেখলো স্টার দেখে লিখলো ইন ডিটিএস ডিটিএস মানে কোন discrete time signal. The sum of number of periodic signal is always periodic. Discrete रे जेतबेले चलिबो always periodic से कहूची सेतर कोन पाई कहूची because the ratio of individual signal period is always the ratio of integer which is rational. बहिरे टिके देखिबो यार गोटे थियोरी टा अछि हला जेतबेले से discrete बोली कहि कि कहबो सेतबेले देखिबो it is periodic किंतु we have to prove that thing.
सर स्टेटमेंट ता कोन थला
आथरे कहूची रहितो टिपिकली in DTS the sum of number of periodic signal is always periodic. In DTS the sum of number of periodic signal is always periodic because the ratio of individual periods is always the ratio of integer which is rational. In DTS, the sum of number of periodic signal is periodic because the ratio of individual periods is always the ratio of integers, which is rational. टिके बहिरे खोजिबो केतले नोट कला बेले टिके टिके पॉइंट गुडा मु छाडी जाइथिबी you have to read that book also ene just I am actually जते मु राइटिंग करूची केतले किछि जिंस स्किप हे जाइबो एडा मते मु सालिबान लिखितली बल्लभराज सालिबान लिखितली बोले टाइम वेरिएंट नहीं तापर तुमको दो पे पड़िबो even and odd signal next out के पढ़िबा तापर एटलिस्ट then come to the even and odd signal even and odd signal देखो even टाको हम कोटा पूछा anything is symmetry that is even anything is symmetry the signal exhibits symmetry in the time domain it is called the even signal means x of t is equal to x of minus t माने that y axis fixed to the origin and right side jetki अछि left side jetki अछि the right part is right hand side is equal to LHS side in the pole zero concept or any other concept the signal exhibits symmetry in time domain it is called even signal so we can write the signal must be identical to its reflection about its origin. Write down. The signal must be identical to its reflection about the origin. Tele seta kon hobo in CTS kon hobo x of t is equal to x of minus t. That is x of minus n x of minus n is equal to x of n that is in DTS these are the even signal good example dal देखिया
sin x tan x और
ना cos x sin टा हुए कि sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta ना भूल को जी भूल को
cos sin of minus theta is equal to sin theta sir cos of minus theta is minus cos theta
अच्छा
यार उल्टा था
कोटा की कोची
तो लागू से कि cos of minus theta cos theta the sin of minus is minus of sin
yes that is correct cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta it actually this is the silly mistake in everybody actually seem to हुए जे माने पुश पुल ला जिंती हमें कंफ्यूज हो हां एटा तो की लिखि एटा की सोमनाथ देखौ छु बोलते yes हां Okay, okay. Then it is cos na beta. Somnath. Then it is cos actually. Then x of t is equal to x of minus t, x of n is equal to x of minus n. କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଥିରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମକୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚେନ୍ ଆସିବ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ତମକୁ ସିଗ୍ନାଲଟାକୁ ଇଭିନ୍ ସିଗ୍ନାଲ ଅଡ୍ ସିଗ୍ନାଲକୁ ଫାଇଣ୍ଡ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କହିବ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ ସେଟା ତୁମେ କଣ କରୁଛ x of minus t is equal to x of t, that is even signal. X of minus t is equal to minus of xt, that is odd signal. Okay, then see ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମକୁ କହିବ find the even signal odd signal of simply given xt. देखो any signal contains odd signal plus even signal. Any signal contains the summation of odd signal as well as even signal. So signal can be expressed as the sum of two components such as even component and odd component. Write down signal can be expressed as the sum of two components such as even component and odd component of the signal. So we can write xt is equal to xt even and plus xt odd. Now how can you find the xt even and xt odd? So xt odd is equal to xt minus x of minus t divided by 2. xt odd is equal to xt minus x of minus t whole divided by 2. So xt even is equal to xt plus x of minus t divided by 2. परीक्षा तुमको एतिक जो क्वेश्चन से निहाती एटा क्वेश्चन पचारिबो जति I am repeating. Okay. A signal can be expressed as the sum of two components such as even components and odd components of signal. Signal contains such as xt is equal to xt even plus xt odd. So xt even is equal to x of t plus x of minus t whole divided by 2. Similarly, xt odd is equal to xt minus x of minus t whole divided by 2. Yes?
sir और तो लेकिन अली इवन रो फॉर्मूला रही गला
xt even la formula la xt plus x of minus t whole divided by